Details are very limited right now, but all we know so far is that a DPS trooper is injured. We've got live team coverage for you right now. Jonathan McCall is at the scene, and our Team 12's Colleen Sikora is at Honor Health Deer Valley Medical Center. But first, we want to start with Jonathan. Jonathan, what are you seeing out there?
Hey, Trim, good afternoon. Still limited details, as you just mentioned, about how this scene unfolded earlier this afternoon, but I want to show you the scene that is playing out right now, that very large police response from a number of law enforcement agencies. We were able to see Maricopa County Sheriff's deputies here along with Phoenix Police, but as you mentioned, that DPS trooper injured in this incident. We don't know exactly how that trooper was injured or exactly how this scene all played out, but we do know that there is just this large police response here at 19th Avenue and the Loop 101. We are expecting to get more details from DPS in a briefing coming up in a matter of minutes of where this investigation stands, how that trooper is doing, and exactly what did lead up to all of this. A few moments ago, we got a chance to talk with a witness, or I got a chance to talk with a witness who mentioned that she was just in this area doing business. She's from Chandler, says that she was driving in this area and that she came across that trooper and that suspect, and that's when she noticed something strange was going on. She pulled over to the side of the road to make sure, she says, she wasn't caught in what she describes as a line of fire. Here's what she had to say.
At some point, a gun got drawn. I saw the guy that was being chased by the police officer kind of stumbled a little bit, and then he got back up. I thought the police officer was going to catch him, tackle him, and then at some point they went into the gravel and guns were drawn. At that point, I just wanted to get away because I was like right behind where, kind of in the line of where, I was afraid I'd be in the line of where gunfire would be. So I pulled across the street, and then I turned around. I could kind of see a little bit of what was going on. So at some
And again, that's information that we just got from a witness here on the scene. But again, that scene very large, very active still right now. A bit of a traffic alert for folks. If you are headed anywhere north in North Phoenix along the Loop 101, planning to get off at 19th Avenue, you may want to find another way to get around because that exit completely blocked off. You can see Phoenix Police not even allowing drivers to get past to head north on 19th Avenue as soon as you get off of the Loop 101. So still very active scene. Again, we are hoping to get more details from DPS about how this situation unfolded in a matter of minutes. We'll bring you any updates as soon as we get them. For now, we're live this afternoon in North Phoenix. I'm Jonathan McCall, 12 News.
Hey, Jonathan, quick question for you as you are live there at the scene. I'm somewhat familiar with that area. I know just south of the freeway, south of the Loop 101, there's a lot of shopping happening in that area. I know there's a Target and restaurants and other businesses, but north of where you're at, obviously you are surrounded by some industrial buildings and businesses. Can you describe, or do you know any of the businesses happening around there? Because this is a very heavy traffic area.
So where we're standing at right now, we're actually in the parking lot of a business. There's not a whole lot of activity here, and to my right of where I'm standing, to screen left is an apartment complex, and there's some other just industrial businesses, things of that nature further north of where we're standing, but no evacuations have been ordered at this point. We haven't seen police go inside of any of these apartment complexes searching for anyone or anything of that nature. So right now, that's the scene that is happening here. But again, investigators with DPS, Phoenix Police, along with the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, all these law enforcement agencies here on the scene, mainly containing their investigation to this street, just 19th Avenue, which has been completely shut down right now. They're not letting anyone through this area while they're conducting their investigation. But again, no other businesses, no other properties impacted by this ongoing investigation, at least for now, Tram.
Okay, thank you for giving us a lay of the land there. Jonathan, thank you. We want to continue our live Team 12 coverage with Colleen Sikora. She is there live at Honor Health Deer Valley Medical Center. That's just a few blocks away from where Jonathan's at. And that is where we understand, Colleen, that the trooper was taken?
Yeah, that's what DPS has told us, is that their injured trooper was taken here to Honor Health Deer Valley Medical Center. We're standing outside of the Level 1 Trauma Center and emergency entrance. We've seen a few different law enforcement agencies. In fact, a Phoenix police cruiser actually just entered the parking lot as we were coming out here live. But we also have seen DPS out here, Phoenix PD, Glendale PD, all out here. DPS again confirms that their trooper was taken here, but we don't know at this point what their injuries are, how badly they were injured, or how they got injured exactly in the first place. And so those are all information, all details that we are going to be working to get in these next few hours. Obviously, some presence here as they're waiting to see how that trooper is doing and get them the treatment that they need for those injuries.
Yeah, obviously, Colleen, we know that it's never a good sign when so many multiple agencies show up at the hospital. You mentioned several of them, MCSO, Phoenix PD, as well as DPS. So obviously we are hoping for the best as we wait to hear on that trooper's injuries. But obviously, you know, even if we hope that he is, that is always a huge show of support when multiple agencies show up at the hospital. All right, we are giving you some video right now of the hospital situation where Colleen is at. Once again, that's at Honor Health Deer Valley Medical Center. Details still very, very limited right now, but what we do know is that this situation unfolded at about 1 o'clock. So, you know, roughly about over an hour ago. We know that the entire area is blocked off with police tape. We know that a trooper has been injured, but again, to what degree, to what extent, and why, we are still waiting to hear word on that. Jonathan McCall is live at the scene. He is waiting for a press conference to happen, but he did have a chance to talk to a witness who said that she did not want to be caught in the line of fire. So perhaps some sort of shooting took place. But again, that trooper is at Honor Health Deer Valley Medical Center. Let's give you a live look right now at another area that is being affected, and that is traffic. As we show you a shot from one of our ADOT cameras. We apologize for it freezing there, but what we do know from ADOT is that the Loop 101 to I-17, both in eastbound and westbound ramps, that is now closed. So again, if you are in the area or you know someone headed in that area, just know that the eastbound and westbound ramps are closed because of that situation happening in North Phoenix at 19th Avenue and the Loop 101. Again, live team coverage on this situation where a trooper was injured, and we will have much more online on 12news.com, as well as more information coming up in less than 2 hours on 12 News at 4 from Jonathan and Colleen. Now back to regular programming.